The 22nd.
The news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And a pretty good morning out there this morning. A little chilly, but nice and dry.
Yeah, nice and dry, similar to what we saw yesterday. Frosty start, but warming up a few degrees warmer into the upper 50s, low 60s with wall-to-wall sunshine. But again, before we get to that, a reminder though, we got a frosty start, so I'm going to budget maybe an extra minute or two to scrape the frost off your car this morning. And so again, we're starting out with chilly temperatures, currently in some spots 20s, before we warm back up into the eventual 40s and 50s, potentially low 60s this afternoon. So a quick scrape, maybe 1 or 2 minutes extra. Currently 26 degrees at Griffiths and Rome, 23 degrees in Hamilton, another 17 degrees start to the day up in Saranac Lake. And this is one of the reasons why it's a frosty start. When you get those temperatures falling very close to the dew point, you get high relative humidity. And as the temperature falls, all that moisture collects on surfaces. In some spots, when it's above freezing, it'd be dew. In this case, it's frost. Radar is quiet and dry early this morning. And again, today we're tracking wall-to-wall sunshine. Temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. This will be the last completely dry day of the next few. We're tracking warmer days ahead, but there will be some rain chances here and there. We'll talk about that in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. President Biden visits.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. The time now is 5:12. Happy Friday, everyone. We take a look at the Munson CommuteCast as we are looking at your commute to and from work today. Well, it's a similar story to yesterday. We got a frosty start, but other than that, no real any travel impacts expected for this morning or this evening. But you can take a look at traffic flow data from not only just the Utica region, but zooming out to all across the Mohawk Valley, North Country, and Southern Valleys. We've got no traffic incidents to report on the traffic tracker right now. And again, road conditions looking pretty okay. Drive times from across central New York on your screen right here. First off, we have I-90 east and westbound. The arterial also both east and westbound. If you're heading along Route 5S from Utica to Mohawk or from Route 49 Utica to Rome, those drive times there are around 17 minutes for 5S, 10 minutes for Route 49. And then finally, Route 28 in Otsego County, heading from I-90 down into Cooperstown on a 34 to 36 minute drive. And if you're heading from Utica to areas north along Route 12 near Remsen, right around a 15 to 16 minute drive. But again, this morning, it's another completely dry start, completely clear start, and frosty one. But by this afternoon, warming up a few degrees than yesterday into the upper 50s, low 60s, with, again, wall-to-wall sunshine. Gary?
Eric, thanks. More than 4 weeks ago, the Francis Scott Key Bridge.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Friday is here. Happy Friday, everyone. And today, well, similar to yesterday, a frosty start. Grabbed that ice scraper early this morning, but you turn that temperature dial up just a few degrees for the high, almost a repeat of yesterday. Live at downtown Utica, we got completely clear skies early this morning. It will be a completely clear sunrise, and those temperatures, again, chilly out there this morning, below freezing, 26 in Westmoreland, 26 Dolgeville, 24 Inlet, 27 Lake Pleasant, maybe a pocket of 32 degrees in Westernville. But to the south, 22 degrees in Sherburne, 25 Cooperstown, and 28 degrees in Oneonta. And a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Looking at completely dry conditions early this morning all across central New York. And today, again, it's about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. Highs in the upper 50s, low 60s. But again, wall-to-wall sunshine and little to no, in fact, no rain is expected for today. But let's look at that weekend forecast. We have a dry start Saturday with light rain arriving late, if that. So if you have any outdoor plans, Saturday morning to Saturday afternoon, looking to be your best bet. Clouds will increase throughout the day, but again, it looks dry until the late evening. and overnight. Sunday, not so much. You're going to be dodging a morning shower, potentially a morning rumble of thunder. We dry out in the mid-afternoon, but then a few pop-up showers and storms are possible in the evening. But look at the temperature, high of 72 degrees, and that's not the warmest temperature expected over the next 5 days. But with these warmer temperatures and pockets of dry air here and there, the pollen count, again, nearing high and very high levels. The top culprits, again, it's tree pollen season, maple, juniper, and birch. And you can see here the temperatures quickly climbing into the upper 70s to low 80s by Monday, slightly cooler by Tuesday, then a cold front arrives, cooling things down slightly by Wednesday. Bigger picture, high pressure begins to break down, and then we can take a look right here. A warm front approaching our area tomorrow. It looks to weaken over our area. Then another round of some rain showers could arrive by Sunday morning and then later on in Sunday evening. But in the Skycast today, wall-to-wall sunshine, highs upper 50s, low 60s. Then by tonight, not nearly as cold. Clouds will increase. A dry start Saturday, highs in the low 60s, and then here comes that warm front bringing some spotty light rain. And so for today, a high of 60 degrees with plenty of sunshine. For tonight, partly cloudy to mostly clear, a low of 34. Your 7-day forecast, a brief shower or storm possible Sunday morning and Sunday evening. We dry out Monday, high of 79. Then a cold front arrives on Tuesday, bringing some isolated rumbles of thunder too as well. And a cold front, the only coolest thing down to the 70s, Gary. It's entering a pretty nice, mild, warm stretch of weather, I should say.
Yeah, and look at that. Sunshine each of the next 7 days, at least some.
Yeah, so it won't be completely a washout all these days.
Eric, thanks. The time right now is 5:22. Still out on Sunrise, some noise.
The news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And what a nice day we had yesterday. It actually wasn't that cold either.
Yeah, the sun helped a little bit. It was a little bit breezy, but when the sun is shining, it feels a little bit warmer. And we got a warmer day today, about 10 degrees warmer than yesterday, but a repeat with the sunshine and a repeat with a frosty start. So again, a heads up, if you're heading out this morning, budget that extra, I would say 30 seconds, maybe a minute or two to scrape that frost off that windshield. As a matter of fact, a look at how long it's going to last. Well, we got a frosty morning this morning, but following that, we're going to quickly warm up into the 40s, 50s, and in some spots, low 60s this afternoon. So we got temperatures in the 20s right now. 23 Hamilton, 26 Rome, 17, a bit cooler up in Saranac Lake. And with the temperatures falling, the moisture in the air gets to the point where it can't hold anymore, and it'll start to condense on surfaces such as your car windshield. And you notice that with a relative humidity of 93% in Hamilton, that's a good indication that frost is currently taking place. And the radar is quiet and dry early this morning and throughout the day today. We're tracking wall-to-wall sunshine, high temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. And it's completely dry from this morning to this evening and tonight. But following tonight, we're looking at warmer temperatures this weekend, but there will be some rain chances mixing in throughout the next few days. We'll talk about those rain chances and those temperatures in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The U.S. Supreme Court heard oral argument.
Welcome back. Happy Friday. Time now for Friday's weather photo of the day. And this one showcasing a great photo sent in Rome of some flowering trees by Tommy. I haven't quite shown a lot of Rome pictures just yet, and there are a lot of fantastic spring photos submitted all across central New York, and keep them coming. If you want to submit a photo like this one, send it to the link on top of your screen at wktv.com/weather/pics to showcase flowering trees, flowering flowers, or a honeybee flying somewhere else, or just an animal in spring. Anything weather-related, anything just showcasing the beauty of our local area here in central New York. We would consider it and put it in the potential for the weather photo of the day. Those temperatures this morning, well, they're a bit chilly. Same as yesterday, 20s across the area, 27 in Whitesboro, 24 Otter Lake, 26 in Little Falls and 25 degrees in Cooperstown. And as we head throughout the day today, again, that temperature dial going up a few degrees warmer than yesterday. Our highs yesterday were in the low 50s. Today, low 60s. We're tracking this warm-up. And on top of this, even a bigger warm-up as we head into the weekend in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The time right now is 5:43, and it is time.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. Happy Friday. It's another chilly start out there this morning with some frosty windshields. So as I head out the door this morning, either do a quick car starter or budget an extra minute or two to scrape that frost off the windshield. But besides that, alive looking downtown Utica, we've got a crisp and clear start to the day today and what will be a near cloudless day again, besides maybe a few stray high clouds moving in the early afternoon. But regardless, it is still a bit chilly. Temperatures in the 20s, 24 up in Otter Lake, 22 Lowville, 24 Inlet, 25 in Dodgeville, 32 a little warmer in Deansboro, and 25 degrees in Westmoreland. To the south, 23 Hamilton, 25 Cooperstown, 23 degrees in Skenevis. Radar is showing completely dry conditions early this morning, and again, expect this pattern to remain throughout the entire day today as those temperatures climb into the upper 50s to low 60s by this afternoon. A little bit below average for this time of year, but only by a few degrees. Winds slightly breezy, not too bad, and again, rain chances non-existent. However, there will be more rain chances as we head into this weekend. It will not be completely dry like what we saw the past few days. It will be a dry start for, in fact, most of the day Saturday. So if you have any Saturday plans, well, you got increasing clouds throughout the mid-morning to early afternoon. Light rain isn't expected to arrive until later on in the evening, in the overnight. And then by Sunday, an early morning rain shower following that warm front, a brief afternoon dry slot, and then a brief afternoon shower, maybe a rumble of thunder possible, but those temperatures warmer into the low 70s. But regardless of the rain chances, it's warming up and with some winds picking up as well. Pollen outlook is at a high to very high level. Top allergens are still the tree pollen culprits of maple, juniper, and birch. And following that, you can see here, temperatures will quickly climb into the upper 70s to low 80s by Monday, the warmest day of the next 5. And so to our skycast, again, a dry start today, completely sunny skies, temperatures warming up into the upper 50s, low 60s. By tonight, there won't be nearly as high of a frost chance, primarily in the highest elevations, maybe a light frost here and there. But then by tomorrow afternoon, low 60s, increasing clouds, then here comes the light rain. That passes through in the evening hours Saturday, then some rain showers early Sunday morning that could produce a rumble of thunder or two with pockets of heavier rain here and there. Then clouds here and there as well, then additional spotty showers brief in the late evening. For today, though, high is 60, lots of sunshine. Tonight, a low of 34 with partly cloudy to mostly clear skies. 7-day forecast. 72 by Sunday, 79 by Monday, and following a cold front on Tuesday, it's not cooling temperatures down all too much with highs on Wednesday in the 70s and overall pretty nice warm stretch of weather, although rain chances are going to be here and there. Gary?
Happy spring.
Happy spring.
Finally here. The time right now, 5:53, still ahead on Sunrise and Otsego County, 6th, 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Friday. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And happy Friday, and it comes with wall-to-wall sunshine 2 days in a row.
Yes, couldn't ask for a better Friday here in central New York. Sunshine, 50s to low 60s. The only thing, though, it's a frosty start, so before you grab those sunglasses as you head out this morning, grab the ice scraper yet again. Maybe budget possibly, I would say, 30 seconds to a minute or so, depending on how much frost you got in your windshield. So again, frost alert this morning, it is frosty in a lot of central New York, and I'll explain why. And actually, just right now, we've got temperatures below freezing, which is the first ingredient to frost. Temperatures currently 25 in Rome, 23 in Hamilton. Winds have calmed a little bit, which is another ingredient for frost. And then finally, you've got relative humidity nearing 100%. When all that moisture gets near the surface and those temperatures start to fall near the dew point, that's when frost starts to form, and you can see the ingredients already present in a lot of central New York right now. Radar is quiet and dry early this morning, and we're expecting completely dry weather for the entire day today as those highs again climb into the upper 50s to low 60s. Enjoy the sunshine today, because as we head into the weekend, we'll see a few chances for some rain showers. Not a complete washout either day, but we're tracking warmer temperatures ahead too. Full details on that straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. President Biden visited Syracuse.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
Welcome back. Time now is 6:12. Of course, it's time for Munson CommuteCast as we take a look at road conditions, not only to work today, but as you take a look at your evening commute. And again, this morning, we're looking at traffic flow data coming in as of now, and so far, so good. We've got no accidents to report, no stop-and-go traffic, no road closures at this hour. And so again, this morning, the only thing we're going to be dealing with really are going to be frosty conditions before you head out to work today. But those drive times on your screen right now, you can see right here, looking pretty okay. I-90 eastbound and westbound, the arterial north and south. Utica to Mohawk along Route 5S and Route 49. Utica to Rome drive times looking okay. Utica to Rome drive time currently sitting at 10 to 11 minutes. And then finally, Route 28 north and southbound from I-90 to Cooperstown. And finally, 790 to Remsen in Utica. Average speed around 58 miles per hour. Heading to work today. Again, it's a frosty start this morning, but that's really about it. Maybe budget an extra minute, maybe 30 seconds or so. Some spots, depending on the frost level, maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes. But again, this morning, following that, we do dry out. And then by this afternoon, we're looking at completely sunny skies, warmer temperatures too, reaching the upper 50s to low 60s. But the warm-up will continue heading into the weekend, into the start of next week. Let's know exactly how warm it gets in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. More than 4 weeks ago now, the Francis Scott Key.
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back. Another frosty start this morning with temperatures in the 20s. It's a dry start as well, and we're expecting it again, another completely dry day with wall-to-wall sunshine. A live look at downtown Utica right now. We're seeing that crisp and clear sunrise this morning, although it's in the backdrop currently in the eastern sky. But again, those local temperatures still a bit chilly. 24 in Westmoreland, hovering around the 31-degree mark in Westernville, 23 Otter Lake, 26 in Little Falls. And to the south, we're talking about temperatures in the 20s once more. 25 Cooperstown, 28 Oneonta, 21 degrees in Norwich. In a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Entirely quiet and dry conditions all across the area at this point, and throughout the day today, those temperatures will climb into the upper 50s, low 60s, right around average for this time of year, with winds not too bad and rain chances non-existent. Those rain chances, though, will change as we head into the weekend. First off, Saturday, it's a dry start. Have any outdoor plans? You can get them done in the morning and the afternoon. No rain should impact that at all. But some light rain can develop later on in the evening and overnight as a warm front approaches us from the west. That'll warm things up for Sunday, about 10 or so degrees, a high of 72. But we're going to be dodging an early morning shower. Some of these showers could be a bit more on the heavy side with convective conditions present for that. And then by the afternoon and evening, there's potential for another brief pop-up rain shower or thunderstorm throughout the day. But regardless of the rain chances, because of the warmer temperatures and winds picking up, pollen outlook is still looking pretty high to very high, with the top culprits being tree pollen producers such as maple, juniper, and birch. But you can see here the temperatures warming up to the next few days into the upper 70s, even low 80s possible by Monday, before a cold front arrives late Tuesday, cooling things down by Wednesday. But again, in our Skycast, we're talking about a chilly start, warming up, upper 50s, low 60s. The afternoon, plenty of sunshine. Tonight, we cool back down into the 30s, not nearly as cold as this morning. And then by tomorrow, increasing clouds, still a dry start. But then rain showers will increase from that warm front. That warm front passes. And then by early Sunday, we could see a few spotty showers. Some of these could produce locally heavier rainfall rates. And then a spotty shower possible in the late afternoon and evening. This could produce a rumble of thunder. For today, though, high 60, lots of sunshine, completely dry weather tonight. Partly cloudy to mostly clear, a low of 34. Your 7-day forecast. 72 the high Sunday, 79 the high on Monday. We're going to be wedged in between a warm front and a cold front, so far no rain chances there initially. But we'll keep a close eye on that. Regardless, cold front arrives Tuesday, temporarily cooling things down into the low 70s. Gary?
Enjoy the day today. Boy, it's going to be nice.
Beautiful Friday ahead.
Yeah, that's for sure. Eric, thanks. Be sure to like us on Facebook 2024.
Now, the news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And what a mowcast we have today. Perfect day to get out there and do some mowing.
Yes, especially with the rain and the grass growing over the past few days. I noticed a lot of lawns have been eating it around the area. And again, today's a great day to do that. Or even tomorrow morning if you want. We've got this dry stretch lingering for the next few days. But before we get to that, though, it is a frosty start this morning. So again, budget an extra minute or so to scrape that frost off your windshield early over the next, I would say, few hours before we eventually climb above that freezing mark. And the reason why, well, we got clear skies, which caused radiational cooling. Temperatures fell below freezing, currently 25 in Rome and 23 in Hamilton. And with the temperature falling, the relative humidity increased, and we have high humidity near the surface, cooler temperatures below freezing. That's when you get the potential for frost to form. The radar is quiet and dry early this morning. Besides that frost, that's the only impact expected throughout the day today, as those temperatures will quickly climb into the upper 50s to low 60s. Completely dry weather today, not a drop of rain expected. In fact, barely any clouds are expected as well. But following today, we've got some rain chances this weekend. We'll let you know exactly when they arrive and how much you could be expecting, plus how warm it gets in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. The U.S. Supreme Court heard oral arguments in former President.
Welcome back. Time now is 6:41. It's time to showcase our Friday weather photo of the day and final weather photo of the day this week, showcasing some flowering trees in Rome. As spring continues on, a lot more trees are budding, and it's a great sight. We're, again, still doing a each day time lapse of Oneonta and Cooperstown over the next week or so. I want to put together a bit of a video time lapse showing the trees starting to turn green in the cities, and I can't wait to see a lot more greenery after several months of leafless trees. If you want to submit a photo like this one, any spring-like photo or any photo showcasing the beauty here in central New York, send to the link wktv.com/weather/pics. Temperatures this morning, again, a bit chilly out there. 26 Whitesboro, 25 Little Falls, 25 in Cooperstown, and 24 degrees in Otter Lake. And although it's a frosty start, with all the sunshine expected today, those temperatures will continue to climb from the 20s this morning into the 50s, near 60 in some spots. And not only that, we're tracking even warmer temperatures as we head into tomorrow and the weekend. We'll have a look at that and that full weekend forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Get those golf clubs out.
Yes, go golfing today. Great weather for that.
Eric, thanks. The time right now, 6:43.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. It's turning out to be another sunny day today, but before we get to that, we have to get through some frosty conditions early this morning. A live look at downtown Utica from the Nexus camera. Gorgeous bluebird skies out there this morning, and what will be a fantastic wrap-up to the work week. And so far, again, it's a chilly start. Temperatures in the 20s, 25 in Westmoreland, 22 up in Lowville, 24 Inlet, 25 in Dodgeville, a little warmer in Westernville at 31 degrees. Then to the south, 20 in Sherburne, 23 in Skenevis, 30 in Oneonta, and 25 degrees in Cooperstown. And the radar is quiet and dry early this morning, and the temperatures, although chilly to start, same as yesterday, warm up into the 40s and 50s. Today, though, even warmer than yesterday, upper 50s to low 60s the high, so right around average for this time of year. Normal high currently sitting at 62 degrees. Now, the dry weather sticks around for all of today, all of tonight, and early tomorrow as we take a look at that weekend forecast. So, if you have any plans for the morning and early afternoon, no rain should hinder that, but that will change by Saturday evening and Saturday night as some light spotty rain begins to move in from the west from a warm front, and that warm front will bring temperatures up about 10 or so degrees on Sunday of a high of 72. Now, Sunday, a bit more unsettled with more clouds in the sky. We got an early AM rain shower possible. Then we dry out by the mid-afternoon before a potential spotty pop-up shower or storm as we head into the late afternoon to early evening. So rain chances are still there, but it's not going to be a complete washout with cloudy skies for the entire weekend. Enjoy the nice warmer conditions across the area. But even though we are tracking some rain chances over the next few days, those pollen counts still remain pretty high. Top allergen culprits, tree pollen of maple, juniper, and birch. And heading to our Skycast, we're talking about temperatures starting out in the 20s and 30s this morning. Warming up, though, in the upper 50s, low 60s. Wall-to-wall sunshine tonight. Lows fall back down into the 30s. Frost not nearly as widespread as this morning. And then clouds give way to some rain showers by Saturday evening, although they will be light. We can still see for most of the day Saturday, it's looking entirely dry. Then we're tracking a few spotty showers here and there, some producing rumble of thunder possible on Sunday. But for today, though, high of 60 with sunshine tonight. Back down into the 30s with partly cloudy to mostly clear skies. Your 7-day forecast. Following Sunday, we continue to warm up. 79 the high on Monday. A warm day ahead. Then Tuesday, back down into the mid-70s with some scattered thunderstorms here and there. But for today, enjoy the sunshine. Go out, maybe golf, Gary.
Yeah, let's get out there.
Let's go golfing.
Not just yet for me, but hopefully soon. Eric, thanks. Well, it's another first in the world of
The news with Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on the CW11. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2, meteorologist Eric Gage.
And on this Friday, let's talk sunshine, shall we?
Yes, and I've got plenty on order for today. We've got wall-to-wall sunshine, temperatures warming up into the upper 50s, low 60s. The only thing, though, is we got a frosty start this morning. Budget an extra minute or so to scrape that frost off your windshield. But besides that, that's really the only impact expected today. There's no rain, there's no snow, surprisingly. We figured with how this winter has been and how the spring has been that somehow snow would rear its ugly head. But nope, no snow expected. And in fact, no precipitation at all expected for the next day or so. Currently 27 at Griffith and Rome, 27 in Hamilton, and relative humidity is still pretty high, so that is initiating frost to form in a lot of spots. The Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Alive radar is all quiet and dry this morning, and throughout the day today, we climb up into the upper 50s to low 60s with wall-to-wall sunshine. As Gary mentioned, turning into my favorite words, probably one of your favorite words too. And following today, clouds will increase. We got a dry start tomorrow, warming up throughout the weekend, but we're going to be dodging a few chances of rain. We'll talk about that in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thank you. President Biden visited
From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Welcome back, everyone. This Friday starts out a bit frosty. Temperatures already starting to climb as that sun is shining. And we take a live look outside. We got beautiful bluebird skies over all of central New York. Currently a live look in downtown Utica right now. Again, we're tracking wall-to-wall sunshine today and a chilly start, quickly warming up throughout the afternoon and evening. Currently 28 in Otter Lake, 27 Dolgeville, now 30 degrees in Westmoreland. To the south, 23 Sherburne, 32 Oneonta, 23 Scnevis, and 25 in Cooperstown. Radar is quiet and dry early this morning, and we're expecting completely dry conditions throughout the entire day today. And you can see here, chilly start, warming up into the upper 50s to low 60s this afternoon. Right around average this time of year. Normal high, a little bit warmer of 62. Normal low though of 40. So it is a much cooler start. Winds not too bad today. And so far, we're looking dry, at least until the start and middle of tomorrow. So look at that weekend forecast. If you have any plans outdoors tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, things looking pretty okay. Rain should not hinder anything like that. But by tomorrow evening, that's when a warm front arrives and could bring some light rain with it too. But that warm front will warm things up even more by Sunday. High of 72 with some morning rain, maybe a few downpours briefly, drying out, and then potentially another brief afternoon shower and rumble of thunder possible by the afternoon and evening. But regardless of the rain chances, because of the warmer temperatures and some stronger winds here and there this weekend, pollen counts have risen once more, at least for the next 4 days. High tree pollen counts of maple, juniper, and birch. Our Skycast showing clear skies today. Temperatures climbing into the upper 40s to low 50s by noontime, upper 50s, low 60s by this afternoon. Then by tonight, clear skies falling back down into the low 30s. In some spots, not nearly as widespread frost compared to this morning, but then by the late morning, early afternoon, clouds will increase, and then we're going to be seeing the potential for some light rain developing by Saturday evening and into Saturday night. And then a few spotty downpours possible overnight into early Sunday. Sunday, not looking to be a complete washout, but potentially for another spotty shower to the south by Sunday afternoon and evening. For today, though, high is 60, lots of sunshine. Tonight, we're down into the 30s with partly cloudy to mostly clear skies. 7-day forecast warming up to the upper 70s by Monday.
With Gary Liberatore.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Gary Liberatore.
And I'm Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Eric Gage.
And we have a little camera movement there because I'm used to standing, and today we decided to sit. So just a little for folks out there to know why that camera was moving over there. We're supposed to be standing, and now we're sitting. But anyway, we're all coming out to some sunshine today, and it's wall-to-wall for us 2 days in a row.
That's right. And not only that, but it's even warming up as we head into the weekend and into Sunday and Monday. But again, let's take a look at that sunshine outside. It's wall to wall. As Gary mentioned, beautiful weather all out there this afternoon. It's still a little cool, 52 degrees, a light breeze. But again, it's April, 52, not too bad of a temperature by afternoon standards at this point. And the radar is quiet and dry early this afternoon. And over the next 12 hours, we continue to climb up into the upper 50s to low 60s. Then by tonight, we cool back down yet again into the 40s, eventually 30s. Not nearly as cold as this morning, but following tonight, tomorrow we start out with dry weather and clouds will start to increase. No more wall-to-wall sunshine, and then potential for rain as we head into Saturday evening and Saturday night. And even more spotty rain chances as we head into Sunday. We're going to talk about those rainfall chances and just how warm we get in the weekend in that full forecast straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Now to the dramatic scenes playing out across.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Welcome back. Happy Friday. Well, how about that? 2 completely sunny days in a row here in Central New York in April. Hard to believe. Usually we see clouds this time of year, but a live look in Oneonta right now, and this is a similar scene to all of central New York. Aside from a few stray, thin, wispy clouds way up in the sky, this is a common sight. Wall-to-wall sunshine and temperatures eclipsing the 50-degree mark in Oneonta. In Rome, a couple degrees warmer, currently at 52 degrees, with extremely dry air right now, a dew point of 21. As we approach springtime, these dew points will start to rise to more typical seasonal dew points in the 50s. Usually you don't see 20-degree dew points beyond April and into May. But the winds are variable, not too bad of a afternoon wind-wise, and the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 on live radar, we're looking at entirely dry conditions. And throughout the rest of today, highs upper 50s, low 60s, pretty much average for this time of year. But again, it's entirely dry until tonight and by tomorrow. So again, motorcycle forecast, great day to go out for riding. For pretty much this morning, it was a chilly start, but upper 50s, low 60s, light winds, clear visibility and dry roads. Great weather to go out and take out your bike for today. And as we look ahead to the weekend, we start out dry Saturday, lingering into early Saturday afternoon. Do you have any plans in the late morning, early afternoon? Saturday, well, no rain should hinder that, but light rain will begin to develop in the evening and overnight. Then for Sunday, a better shot of dodging a few spotty showers and the mixture of sun and clouds. Overall, unsettled during the daytime, but it won't be a complete washout. In fact, warmer, with highs about 10 degrees warmer than Saturday in the low 70s. But still, pollen counts remaining pretty high. Tree pollen, the main culprit, and right now, maple, juniper, and birch are the most common tree pollens in the air at this point. Radar and satellite tracking our next weather system, currently out in the Midwest, but here locally, almost completely dry conditions for almost all of the Northeast U.S. In our Skycast, the dry weather sticks around for the rest of this evening and into tonight. Lows will fall back down into the 30s. Not quite as cold tonight as this morning, but it's still going to be a bit chilly. Then we warm up into the 40s, 50s, eventually low 60s tomorrow afternoon. Clouds will increase around noontime, and then those rain showers will develop by the evening and overnight. And then as we head into Sunday, a few spotty rain showers could produce a few brief downpours. But for today, high of 60, lots of sunshine. Tonight, a low of 34, under partly cloudy to mostly clear skies. 7-day forecast. 60s today and tomorrow, 72 by Sunday, 79 degrees by Monday. Warming up there as well. So again, warming up by April standards, should say, about 10 degrees warmer than average by Monday.
About time, right?
Warming up.
That's for sure. Eric, thanks. Well, former President Donald Trump's criminal trial in New York. Joining us now with our golf cast, which is incredible for today, right?
And I think it's fitting to call it a forecast.
You got me. That was good.
And yeah, we're talking about nice weather. If you're going out on the greens tonight, well, great weather. Temperatures in the upper 50s, low 60s. It's still a bit cool, but I mean, you grab a light jacket, grab that visor, sunglasses, you'll be okay out on the greens. And again, today is your best shot. Tomorrow, the morning, early afternoon, also looking pretty okay. But again, actually, I should correct those temperatures there for just a second. Tomorrow is going to be a high in the low 60s. Then Sunday will be a high in the low 70s. But again, we're talking about some pockets of dry air here and there throughout the weekend, but we're going to be dodging a few rain showers, especially on Sunday. But a lot of people out there right now in downtown Cooperstown enjoying the sunshine today. Second full day of wall-to-wall sunshine with temperatures still in the 50s, 52 degrees officially at Griffiths and Rome. Radar, of course, is quiet and dry, and throughout the rest of the evening, we're tracking upper 50s, low 60s. Then clear skies move in again tonight. Less of a chance for widespread frost, but we're still going to fall back down into the 30s. But as we look ahead to the weekend, warmer temperatures await. We're talking about how warm it gets straight ahead. Gary?
Eric, thanks. Now to the continuing fallout of yesterday's New York.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good afternoon and welcome back, everyone. Happy Friday. The weekend is right around the corner, and so far it's shaped up to be a beautiful past few days, although a little cool, but we'll take all that sunshine. Currently our second day of widespread sun all across central New York. Currently 52 degrees, so we're already right around the temperature we peaked at yesterday, and we continue to warm right now. Currently 52 degrees at Griffiths and Rome with sunny skies, dry air, and dry weather on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. And throughout the day today, we're going to continue to climb into the upper 50s to potentially low 60s. And winds, not too bad today. A slight breeze of 5 to 10 miles per hour maximum. And rain chances you can see here, non-existent, completely dry weather for most of the day until tonight and into early tomorrow. But when we head into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, things might turn a little bit more unsettled. But again, great weather to go out for a bike ride, enjoy the dry weather, maybe lower the roof on the convertible. Temperatures upper 50s, low 60s, light winds, no rain chance, clear visibility, and dry roads. So great weather for that for today. And on top of that, going out biking aside from a motorized bike, great weather for that as well. Our weekend forecast, well, it's a dry start Saturday. If you have any plans tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon early, rain should not hinder anything. Rain looks to arrive later on in the evening into the overnight hours, high of 62. Then by tomorrow night and into Sunday, a few more isolated, stronger downpours could move in, especially early Sunday morning. Then a lull in the rain, then a trailing front could bring in another brief afternoon downpour, and some of these could produce a rumble of thunder as it's warmer by 10 or so degrees, currently at 72 degrees, the expected high for Sunday. So the storm system that's moving into our area is going to weaken before it reaches anywhere close to us. So there's a system out there in the Midwest producing potentially some severe weather, but over here, not quite the case, just some garden variety rumbles of thunder, if any. Skycast tonight, lows falling down into the 30s, right around freezing. Some spots could see additional frost. To be safe, we want to cover some plants again tonight, but following tonight, don't really need to cover them anymore for at least the next few days. Tomorrow, highs in the low to mid 60s. Then here comes the rain. Following that warm front, we warm up again tomorrow into Sunday with some early morning rumbles of thunder, isolated downpours, a lull in the rain, upper 60s, low 70s, and then some pop-up showers and thunderstorms possible Sunday evening and into Sunday night. But neither day looks to be a complete washout, and let's enjoy the warmer weather too, 60s and 70s for this weekend. But for today though, high of 60, lots of sunshine. For tonight, a low of 34 with partly cloudy to mostly clear skies. Your 7-day forecast. Following Sunday, it warms up even more, a high of 79 degrees. We're in the window between a warm front and a cold front, so between Sunday and Tuesday, we could dry out a little bit by Monday morning, and then eventually we cool down a little bit into the low 70s, upper 60s by Tuesday and Wednesday.
Head to the beach Monday.
Monday might just be the case. Head to the beach. You'll go to Sylvan Beach.
Yeah, near 80 degrees.
Beautiful.
Wow. Eric, thanks. Well, humans have been recycling for...
Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis.
Another beautiful day today. Lots of sunshine. We are going to start out the weekend dry, but we are also tracking some showers. Let's take a look at the current conditions. 60 degrees, sunshine. The dew point is 19. It is really, really dry. Our relative humidity is in the teens and low 20s. This is a reason why there's a burn ban in place, because it's very easy to get dry weather in the spring. And on a day like today, even though there's not a lot of wind, if there are any brush fires, they can spread pretty quickly in these conditions. We also get a chance to dry out very quickly. I know we've had a lot of rain so far this spring, but conditions like this, even for just a couple of days, will change things very dramatically. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, it looks quiet. It'll be near freezing tonight. Won't be quite as cold as the past couple of nights, but it's still pretty chilly. We're looking at increasing clouds tomorrow, some rain late in the day, and some on and off showers on Sunday. It's not a washout for this weekend. Actually, the big story is going to be the warmer weather. We're going to be in the 70s as we head into Sunday afternoon. In the 50s this evening, lots of sunshine. Again, very pleasant conditions. We've got to look at that weekend forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A meeting between the Secretary.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Welcome back. Happy Friday. We're getting ready for the weekend, and the weekend doesn't look too bad. I know we've had a lot of washouts and cold weather over the weekend, but this weekend is looking warm and still a little bit wet. I think the rain is going to hold off for most of Saturday. If you're trying to get out, go out in the morning, go out in the early afternoon. I think by the late afternoon and early evening, we'll have some showers around at a high temperature of 62. On Sunday, I know the icon looks gloomy, but it's cloudy most of the day, and there will be a few on and off showers. We're not expecting a washout for Sunday. Look at the temperature, 72. It is going to be a warm one here on Sunday. I got a chance to capture this beautiful sun halo. This is caused by high clouds. This was taken, I think it was a little after 1 o'clock this afternoon. And those high clouds can be beautiful. This, by the way, is caused by reflection of ice crystals. Sometimes you can see contrails in the sky, too. And again, that's just a phenomenon that's just caused by condensation of jet exhaust. So again, looking at some of that this afternoon from those high clouds. Those high clouds have moved away, and we're looking at bright blue sunny skies as we take a live look in downtown Utica. And again, just a gorgeous day. With clear skies tonight, it will cool off. Temperatures will drop down into the 30s. We might see a light frost here in a few spots. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, it's looking nice and quiet. Comfortable today, warmer than yesterday. Westernville 62 degrees, Westmoreland 61, Dolgeville 61, and Little Falls 62. Across Southern Valleys, again, a beautiful day, 65 in Sherburne, Oneonta 59, Skenevis 57. Our weather will come from the west. We can see a warm front approaching Chicago. This is going to be our weather for tomorrow. There is, by the way, a lot of severe weather in the Midwest today. Some really ugly stuff out near Nebraska, and I am happy to say that none of that is heading in our direction. That's going to stay to the west, but we will see some rain from that same weather system by the time it approaches our area this weekend. Clear skies tonight, overnight lows drop down into the 30s. Tomorrow, we'll start out the day with some sunshine early in the day, and then clouds will arrive. Again, it's dry for most of Saturday. Some light rain is expected by 5 p.m. Temperatures will cool off a little bit in the evening. Some on and off rain showers Saturday night, and then on Sunday, some showers around in the morning. Again, just a hit or miss shower in the afternoon. Most of Sunday looks dry. And again, you can see the temperatures in the 70s. Looking at our forecast for tonight, again, mostly clear, low of 32. Tomorrow, starting out dry, seeing some showers late in the day, a high of 62. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. A brief shower on Sunday, 72. The weather remains warm for most of next week. Monday's high 77, partly sunny. Showers, thunderstorms possible Tuesday, 74. Sunshine Wednesday and Thursday. And again, temperatures near 70, which is above average. Usually we're in the low 60s for this time of the year.
Really pushing 80.
Almost there.
All right, Bill,
Almost.
thank you.
A new report shows that for Curtis. Are we going to have a nice weekend?
Should be a pretty decent weekend. It won't be completely dry, but you should be able to take advantage of some of it. Taking advantage of maybe catching a hummingbird, too. We normally see them in May. They start to migrate north, and it's usually the first or second week of May. But we've had a few hummingbird spotters checking in with some early reports. So you might catch a glimpse of one of these if you set up a bird feeder out this weekend, maybe, if you get lucky. We're looking at some warmer weather, too, so that's just going to increase our chances of seeing them here over the next couple of weeks. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry. It's going to be a great evening here in central New York. We start out Saturday with sunshine, then some rain will follow. But in general, the weather is going to warm up. We're looking at a stretch of temperatures in the 70s as we head into next week. That also includes Sunday, too. Sunshine here this evening, temperatures in the 50s. Should be a nice evening to take the dog or dogs out for a walk. Today's featured dogs, Bentley and Huckleberry from Rome. If you want to be part of this, head to Skycast WKTV on Facebook. This is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. We've got to look at that weekend forecast coming up. Back over to you.
The Boilermaker Road Race is at 80.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Happy Friday. A beautiful weather day today. I would call it a top 10 day for spring. Temperatures are going to remain very warm as we head into the weekend. Let's take a live look outside. This is a look in Oneonta where it's noticeably greener now than just a few days ago. It is going to green up very quickly over the next week in the lower elevations. It takes longer in some areas outside of the Mohawk Valley to get into spring mode. We're looking at very spring-like weather both Saturday and Sunday. I know the last couple of weekends have been very wet, very gloomy, and very chilly. This weekend's going to be a lot warmer. We're not going to escape rain-free, but you will be able to get a chance to get outside and enjoy part of the weekend. My recommendation is to enjoy the weather Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon. By the evening, some showers arrive. Some on and off showers are possible Sunday. It's not looking to be a washout, but again, some wet weather around. Look at the warm temperatures on Sunday. We're up to 72. We're also looking at less wind. I know it's been a very windy stretch of weather. Some breeze on Saturday, but the wind looks relatively calm. We're very light here as we head into Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Nice and dry across the area. Sky watchers are checking in near 60 degrees in some areas. Clinton, Bob with 61. Mike in New Hartford, 59 degrees, getting the first lawn mow of the season done. Barneville to 56, Fairfield 59 degrees, Jeff and Mohawk 59, and Worcester with 60 degrees. They've got sunshine in place, and that will be the case through early Saturday, but the next weather system arrives from the west. This has been producing a lot of severe weather in the Midwest today. Actually, lots of tornado warnings and tornado touchdowns out near Nebraska, but by the time this heads east, it does weaken, and we're not going to see any severe weather from that. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, clear skies tonight. A light frost is possible tonight. By morning, we're looking at temperatures in the low 30s. Not as cold as the last couple of nights. Sunshine early in the day gives way to clouds and some rain showers late in the day. I think those arrive by about 4 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Some light rain showers here as we head into Saturday night. By Sunday morning, a hit or miss shower in the morning. We could see another passing shower in the afternoon, but notice most of the day looks dry with temperatures in the low 70s. Rainfall totals, and again, most of this falls on Saturday. We're thinking a general quarter of an inch of accumulation. That's pretty low, not going to be all that heavy. Tonight, low of 32, mostly clear, another chilly night ahead. Tomorrow, increasing clouds, rain develops late, but again, it's generally light, a high of 62. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast, 72 on Sunday, a brief shower. Monday looks dry, 77, partly sunny skies, showers and storms Tuesday. Temperatures still near 70 with sunshine on Wednesday and Thursday. Rain returns on Friday with highs in the upper 60s. We'll be right back.
Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Tracking a beautiful day and a nice start to the weekend. It does look dry Saturday morning, but then things start to change by the afternoon. 61 degrees is the current temperature. The dew point is 20. It is really dry outside. Take a look at the relative humidity in the teens and low 20s. With this weather being so dry, any brush fires that would develop could spread very quickly. Even though there's not a lot of wind, it's incredibly dry. The ground is drying out too. And again, this is just a reminder there's a burn ban in place statewide until May 14th, and it's because of this type of weather. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's looking quiet across the region. We are tracking chilly weather tonight. We won't be quite as cold as the last couple of nights, but we will get close to freezing. It's a beautiful start to the weekend. Saturday morning, sunshine, but then clouds arrive, and we are tracking some light rain showers late in the day, looking much warmer by Sunday. This evening, temperatures in the 50s, sunshine. Again, it is going to stay dry here as we start the weekend, but again, some rain to track as well. Got to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. An agency called Soldier.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Happy Friday. We've got a pretty nice weekend ahead. I know both days have the chance for rain, but it is going to be a lot nicer this weekend compared to the past couple of weekends. Looking dry to start Saturday. That's the best time to be outdoors. Saturday morning, Saturday early afternoon, looks to be completely dry. It's not until later in the day that some light rain arrives, a high of 62. It's warmer Sunday, but it's cloudier, and we will be dealing with a few brief showers. A chance in the morning, also a chance in the afternoon, but it does not look to be a washout. Beautiful blue skies today. We had a few high clouds that allowed for the sun to produce this beautiful halo. This is actually the scene in my backyard today. This is a little after 1. Sometimes high clouds could also allow for contrails. That's when jet exhaust can condensate in the sky. It's just a natural process, and again, you can sometimes get that on days like today. Live look in downtown Utica. Again, the sun is still shining and is beautiful. So our sunset is close to 8 o'clock these days, so lots of time to take advantage of it. The wind will become lighter. Breezy Saturday, but generally light here over the next couple of days. I know we've had some very windy weekends, but this one will not be one here in central New York for a change. Again, dry conditions out there this evening. Our sky watchers, our neighbors checking in. We have less of them, and it's Friday, and it's a nice day. Temperatures in the 60s. Bob and Clinton, 61. Barneveld, temperatures in the mid-50s. Down in Norway, 59. Fairfield, 59 degrees. And Mark and Milford checking in with 58. High pressure in control for now, but clouds and showers will return from the west. This is all part of a weather system. It's producing some severe weather in the Midwest, but it won't do that by the time it gets here. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast. Clear skies tonight. Some light frost is possible by tomorrow morning as we drop down into the low 30s. A dry start to Saturday. Clouds thicken up throughout the afternoon, and eventually we see rain late in the day with temperatures in the low 60s. Showers come to an end Saturday night. A couple of lingering spots early Sunday morning, rather. But Sunday afternoon, it's mainly dry, but there is the chance of a passing shower, and it's warmer too. High temperatures in the low 70s. Rainfall Saturday looks light. Again, late in the day, about a quarter of an inch is expected. Mostly clear tonight, low of 32. A dry start to the weekend. Rain showers return late in the day Saturday, a high of 62. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. We remain warm as we head into next week. Temperatures in the 70s. It's dry on Monday. The chance of a shower or storm Tuesday. Dry Wednesday and Thursday. More rain possible on Friday.
All right, Bill, thank you.
Thank you. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6.
Waverly, Nebraska, this train knocked off the tracks by a tornado. Officials saying it caused multiple cars to derail. Fortunately, no one was hurt. But a state of emergency was declared in Lancaster County where this happened. The National Weather Service receiving reports of more than 80 tornadoes touching down in at least 5 states Friday. And the threat for more storms across the Midwest and Southeast lingers through the weekend. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Time for a first look at the forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Good evening, Bill.
Good evening, Jason. Good evening, everyone. We're starting out the weekend on a dry note here as we head into Saturday. It won't be dry the whole day, but it should at least start out dry. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Clear skies tonight, and it gets cold. A lot of places will fall to near freezing tonight. So we could see a light frost first thing in the morning. Doesn't look to be as cold as the past couple of nights, though. Increasing clouds as we head into the day tomorrow. We are tracking some rain before the day is done. The start time looks to be about 4 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And then it looks much warmer on Sunday with temperatures climbing into the 70s. The low tonight of 32, mostly clear skies. Again, a light frost is possible. We are tracking a few hit or miss showers for the weekend along with those warmer temperatures. A look at the forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good Friday evening. We're getting you ready for the weekend. The last couple of weekends have been pretty dreary, windy, and cold. This one will be different. We're looking at temperatures much warmer. We'll be in the 60s on Saturday, into the 70s on Sunday. We won't escape rain-free both days, but I think most of the weekend should be pretty nice. It does start out dry Saturday. First part of the day looks great, but then some rain arrives later in the day, and it should be relatively light. On Sunday, there'll be a few hit or miss showers. It doesn't look to be an all-day rain. It's going to be a lot warmer on Sunday, so there will be some opportunities to get out and enjoy the weather here, and a lot more opportunities this weekend than the last couple of weekends. A gorgeous sky today. This picture, a sun halo. I took this earlier in the day, around 1 o'clock. The halo comes from reflection of ice crystals from high clouds. So sometimes you can see that on a beautiful day like today. Breezy conditions Saturday, but the winds will be relatively light going forward. We'll be dealing with a lot less wind here as we get into the warmer season. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry. We're tracking our next weather maker approaching from the west. This area of rain will eventually arrive locally as we head into late Saturday. Tonight, clear skies. A light frost is possible as we drop into the low 30s. I think it'll be pretty limited. Saturday morning, we start out the day dry, then clouds start to thicken up as we head into the afternoon. We're still dry around 1 o'clock, but after, say, 3, 4 o'clock, some light rain starts to advance in from the west. And the rain looks light, but it does look widespread, so it does look wet here Saturday evening. A few hit or miss showers Saturday night, and then on Sunday, just a passing shower is expected as a warm front moves through, and that's going to help bump temperatures into the 70s, and that warmer weather is going to be sticking around as we head into early next week. Rainfall looks to be on the light side Saturday. We pick up about 1/4 of an inch. We'll add another 1/4 of an inch of rainfall as we head into Sunday afternoon. Mostly clear tonight and on the cooler side, a low of 32. Tomorrow, a dry start and a wet finish. High temperatures climb into the low 60s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. A brief shower on Sunday, 72. Monday looks pleasant and warm, a high of 77. Showers and thunderstorms Tuesday. Partly sunny skies, temperatures near 70 on Wednesday and Thursday. And rain on Friday with highs in the upper 60s.
Bill. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Powerful tornadoes tearing across Nebraska and Iowa tonight as the National Weather Service warns of catastrophic damage there. Reporter Jen Sullivan has the details in our top story tonight.
This monster tornado captured on camera in eastern Nebraska, just outside of Omaha.
Oh no!
Powerful storms, including several tornadoes, sweeping across the Cornhusker State Friday afternoon, leaving behind a path of destruction.
Boy, look at the swath that they've got.
The storms tearing roofs and walls off these houses. This man seen rummaging through the damage. Law enforcement now searching for survivors.
In debris piles, we're looking in basements, trying to find any victims and make sure everybody is rescued that needs assistance.
Mike Woodward says nearly all of the trees on his property were uprooted by the winds, and he's lucky to be alive.
We have a bomb shelter basement, and we were down there, and you could hear it come.
Near the town of Waverly, Nebraska, this train knocked off the tracks by a tornado. Officials saying it caused multiple cars to derail. Fortunately, no one was hurt. But a state of emergency was declared in Lancaster County where this happened. The National Weather Service receiving reports of more than 80 tornadoes touching down in at least 5 states Friday. And the threat for more storms across the Midwest and Southeast lingers through the weekend. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
Time now for a first look at the forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Good evening, Bill.
Good evening, Jason. Good evening, everyone. We're starting out the weekend on a dry note here as we head into Saturday. It won't be dry the whole day, but it should at least start out dry. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Clear skies tonight, and it gets cold. A lot of places will fall to near freezing tonight. So we could see a light frost first thing in the morning. Doesn't look to be as cold as the past couple of nights, though. Increasing clouds as we head into the day tomorrow. We are tracking some rain before the day is done. The start time looks to be about 4 to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And then it looks much warmer on Sunday with temperatures climbing into the 70s. The low tonight of 32, mostly clear skies. Again, a light frost is possible. We are tracking a few hit or miss showers for the weekend along with those warmer temperatures. A look at the forecast is coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. A massive response from
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good Friday evening. We're getting you ready for the weekend. The last couple of weekends have been pretty dreary, windy, and cold. This one will be different. We're looking at temperatures much warmer. We'll be in the 60s on Saturday, into the 70s on Sunday. We won't escape rain-free both days, but I think most of the weekend should be pretty nice. It does start out dry Saturday. First part of the day looks great, but then some rain arrives later in the day, and it should be relatively light. On Sunday, there'll be a few hit or miss showers. It doesn't look to be an all-day rain. It's going to be a lot warmer on Sunday, so there will be some opportunities to get out and enjoy the weather here. And a lot more opportunities this weekend than the last couple of weekends. A gorgeous sky today. This picture, a sun halo. Took this earlier in the day, around 1 o'clock. The halo comes from reflection of ice crystals from high clouds. So sometimes you can see that on a beautiful day like today. Breezy conditions Saturday, but the winds will be relatively light going forward. We'll be dealing with a lot less wind here as we get into the warmer season. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. It's dry. We're tracking our next weather maker approaching from the west. This area of rain will eventually arrive locally as we head into late Saturday. Tonight, clear skies. A light frost is possible as we drop into the low 30s. I think it'll be pretty limited. Saturday morning, we start out the day dry. Then clouds start to thicken up as we head into the afternoon. We're still dry around 1 o'clock. But after, say, 3, 4 o'clock, some light rain starts to advance in from the west. And the rain looks light, but it does look widespread. So it does look wet here Saturday evening. A few hit or miss showers Saturday night. And then on Sunday, just a passing shower is expected as a warm front moves through. And that's going to help bump temperatures into the 70s. And that warmer weather is going to be sticking around as we head into early next week. Rainfall looks to be on the light side Saturday. We pick up about 1/4 of an inch. We'll add another 1/4 of an inch of rainfall as we head into Sunday afternoon. Mostly clear tonight and on the cooler side, a low of 32. Tomorrow, a dry start and a wet finish. High temperatures climb into the low 60s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. A brief shower on Sunday, 72. Monday looks pleasant and warm, a high of 77. Showers and thunderstorms Tuesday. Partly sunny skies, temperatures near 70 on Wednesday and Thursday. And rain on Friday with highs in the upper 60s.
Thank you, Bill. Coming up next, if you're thinking about